last thing that I like to hear when people bring forward ideas is what I call the introduction of a killer phrase. And a killer phrase usually starts with "but." So that's a great idea, but I wish I could help you, but. So I think we do what we can to take constraints out of the equation at the very beginning. So yes, I know it's going to cost a lot of money. Yes, it may take a long time, but does the idea have merit? Can we foster it? Can we nurture it? And can we bring it forward? I think that our workforce and citizens in the community think of an idea as being an approach to solving a challenging problem. It doesn't always have to be a challenging problem. It can be an approach to a new way of thinking, and it can also be an idea that is truly driven out of experiences beyond working or living here in this community. But I think what they all have in common is that there is a recognition of a challenge or an obstacle or the need to improve a system. And with that recognition comes a desire to bring forward a new way and a new approach. Once there is a recognition of a challenge or an obstacle or a new way of thinking, we want to nurture that conversation. And so within city government, we do this a number of ways. We can do this through teams of individuals. We can actually take an idea and charter a team and bring a number of people together from different disciplines to actually walk through the discussion of the idea and then begin to formulate strategy and propose solutions. We also have an office on innovation that's been up and running here in city government for 2 years now. And we can work with individuals who are trained to do the best they can in helping people work through the idea of recognizing a need, recognizing a problem, combining the various disciplines of the organization and bringing these solutions forward. And so I think the important thing is that people feel the need and they're encouraged to work together to bring these ideas that they may have forward. And then it just becomes a matter of how we work through that conversation to arrive at a place where the solution is indeed checking a number of boxes. We know it's affordable, we know it can be implemented or scaled, and can be accommodated with existing resources.
The Choice Neighborhood Initiative is a planning grant offered through the Department of Housing and Urban Development. It's offered to localities to help revitalize underserved, under-resourced, and disinvested communities. In the City of Newport News' case, we received a $500,000 planning grant in 2016 to revitalize the Marshall-Ridley neighborhood and area. In our case, this was one of the most low-income impacted areas, kind of high crime rates, and needed resources and development.
Resident input and engagement is really a key component of the Choice Neighborhood Initiative. Not only was it a requirement for the city and Redevelopment Housing Authority to participate in the grant, but it's also something the city's been really committed to. We've done that throughout a number of planning and implementation processes, but really the CNI, I'd say, featured it more than anything else. So over the course of the planning grant, we interacted and engaged on a number of public input sessions, and in total probably got about 1,000 responses in terms of engagement in the plan that we were putting together. And then that's carried forth throughout the implementation process. We We worked with the Housing Authority to help stand up a Citizens Advisory Committee, the CAC. They've been along with us every step of the way and providing good feedback, engagement as we implemented the stages of the grant.
Some of the most significant changes that residents can expect to see are the new housing developments. Anyone that's not from the area or anyone that is from the area can naturally see the transformation riding up and down Jefferson Avenue, looking at our city buildings and looking at the opportunities that we've had. New businesses, new developments will spike. We have a seafood market that's coming in the Southeast community, and many new businesses that are actually run by citizens involved in the transformation and the planning process. And lastly, another thing that we can expect to see, I'm hoping, is more involvement and increase in community activities, and hoping that this will create a new sense of pride where people feel like they belong and where their voice is being heard.
So as part of the Choice Neighborhood Initiative, we've made a number of commitments to HUD, and so we provide measures of performance quarterly basis to them so they can see that we're making progress. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I think the ultimate measure of performance will really be hopefully the success of those 250 households, those families, whether they choose to return to the Choice neighborhood or they remain in place where they're currently at. Hopefully all the wraparound services that we're providing, the connecting them with resources, that they and their families can be successful wherever they choose to live. Also, I'd say the hope as well is to really do what we can to revitalize the Choice neighborhood, including that Jefferson Avenue corridor, into its former glory from everything we've heard from residents. So those are the twin goals I think that we're all hoping for coming out of this Choice neighborhood process.
Advice that I would give to residents who want to stay engaged or make a lasting impact in their neighborhood would be to, one, get engaged if you're not, but also know that you are an asset to your community. You're an expert for your community, your neighborhood, and your needs, and the work cannot be done without you. Citizen-driven change starts with you, and find something in your neighborhood that you like, or maybe something that you don't like, but make that an opportunity that you use to serve other citizens and serve yourself. And lastly, I would encourage individuals to stay connected with Newport News Now on our mailing list, because that's a great resource for different activities, and stay tuned for the launch of the Neighborhood Services Office, where we hope to be able to create a hub for residents to continue this work, but also garner great ideas for new transformation that we can see across the entire city.
And so in a nutshell, that is kind of an overview of the process that I see most often from my vantage point, and what we've tried to do here within city government to bring those ideas forward and to see them move from idea to solution and implementation.